What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here. Today I want to talk about my initial thoughts and reaction to Anthem so far. Now, for one, I have 12 hours into this game, 6 hours on PC, 6 hours on PS4. If you're wondering why I'm on PS4 and not PC, the 6 hours is basically just a 10-hour trial I have with my subscription to Origin Access per Basic. So I get 10 hours to play that game for 10 hours for free. Not for free, but if you know, I get to play 10 hours without actually buying the game. So I play 6 hours there, 6 hours on my PS4. And what do I think about this game? It's so far a pretty good game. I'm not going to say it's great. I'm not going to say it's amazing. There's some parts of it I'm a little bit disappointed with, nonetheless. But I'm going to be talking about my experiences so far with the beginnings of the game, with roughly about 12 hours played of the first 6 hours of the game. Now, the gameplay is, pretty good. It has issues because while I loved flying, I love the world seems a little bit empty with, people and other stuff like that. And again, when it comes to variety with enemies, there seems to be not that much variety. Now, we're going to be making some comparisons to the first Destiny because I think that Anthem and Destiny 1 kind of fit in the same realm of, comparison. Destiny 2, I think, is a much better game than Anthem, but we're not going to talk about that. So, Destiny 1, launched with, a little bit shaky stuff, but the one thing I appreciated was that each experience with enemies felt a little bit different. You had the I don't even know what the hell they are. You have the Hive, you have the Thrall, you have the Cabal, and then you have the I don't even know, the House of Wolves things. I'm just forgetting what those people were called, but basically you had 3 different factions and they all performed in a different way. They all had different styles of attacks, different ways of attacking you. It felt different and it felt unique each engagement you had with a different faction. So far in Anthem, I don't feel that uniqueness when you fight factions. It kind of feels like they're all the same AI, just thrown with a different skin and a different name to them. And that's kind of disappointing when it comes to gameplay. While the abilities, the combinations you can have with your teammates and your squad mates, and the world around is really, really strong, the diversity with your enemies is not, and that kind of, disappoints me. Now, again, things can change. Again, this game just came out, and unfortunately, EA has a kind of a track record of, we'll make the game better as time comes. So we'll see how that goes, but right now I'm a little disappointed with the diversity with the enemies. Now, when we compare the story and the lore, this is where things are kind of bamboozled with. So the story so far is it's seriously The dialogue is awful. The choices of dialogue have no significant impact at all, and that's kind of weird for a BioWare game if you're thinking Mass Effect. So it's kind of just fortunate that you can, on PC, I pick one line of dialogue. On console, I pick the other line, and it seems to have no effect on the actual game, and that's just like, wow, whatever then, alright. But I do gotta admit this. The lore and the cinematics for this game is phenomenal. Like, honestly, I look at them, and you're probably seeing here some epic shit going on that takes place in the beginning of the game. Nothing too spoilerish. I kind of kept all my gameplay kind of like the first hour and a half, 2 hours of the game, because I didn't want, if you guys pick this up to experience it, just, spoiler free, kind of. So, yeah, that's what I was going for. But if you look at here, things are just beautiful and insane, and this is like a movie I want to watch. And then you play the movie, per se, with the story in the game, and you're just like, this is not the same thing. The cinematics and the lore are fantastic, but the in-game dialogue is just atrocious, and I'm just like, why? Why do we have to have this combination? But surprisingly, and I don't know why, I still love it. I love the lore, and the story is interesting because of the lore. And, I don't get that. It's just weird. The story sucks when it comes to dialogue, and just, I'm not really interested in the story, but I'm playing it because of the experiences in the world and the lore. But I don't get it. That's one of the weird things I'm talking about right now. I'm just like, this is near the end of the video, what I think. It's just like, this game does so many things wrong, but the things that it does do right is amazing. And it's just, why are the other things so goddamn bad? It's just one of those odd things in games that we just sit there and we just have a guilty pleasure. Now, so far, my score of the game out of 10 will probably be a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Again, the lore and some of the things in the gameplays and the gameplay mechanics because of fighting and the abilities and the team combos and just, again, the lore again, really bring this game up to a 7. But everything else, from the poor dialogue to a weak story to so far an empty world and not much diversity within the AI combat, it's a 7 out of 10 so far. My score might change later. I'm probably going to make a video of what I think when I beat the game and experience the end game. Expect that a week from now. But yeah, this Anthem's a game where I'm just going to call it a guilty pleasure so far. It's a guilty pleasure. And I don't know what's going to happen to BioWare, because we think about their last game, Mass Effect Andromeda, and how disastrous that was. Now, this Anthem is not as disastrous as that. But again, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Let me know what you guys think if you played it so far. Let me know what you guys think of my impressions. Expect a full-on what I think about this game at the end of my experience playing this game with the story and everything else. Experience the end game a week from now, so be on the lookout for that. But until next time, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe for more Anthem content, more gameplays of other games, stuff like that. Until next time, guys, ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.